Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my live chat. I'm just eating some leftover BB bop that I had. This is so good. It's like, I don't think this is an authentic Korean, but it tastes good. So I wanted to chat about, hold on, let me remove this notification on my computer for the 100th time because I never update my stuff, which is why my stuff don't be acting right. But yeah, just wanted to chat about stuff that has happened over the weekend, the past week's events, all that kind of stuff. Just check in with you guys, share a little bit about what's going on with me, how I've been doing. Try not to be rude while I'm eating. But let's see, where can we start? Let's go ahead and start with the capital nonsense. There are really no words for that. So I'm actually, if you don't know, I am outside the DC area. Like pretty much right on the DC border, like the northwest side. And it was just really bizarre. And I was talking to someone today, and it was like darkly funny and entertaining. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, but it was like, is this reality? Is this what's actually happening in the world right now, in this country that everybody swears is the greatest country on earth? And that's really the thing that bugs me. Like Biden saying like, oh, we're better than this, we're better than this. No, we're not. This is America. This is America. Come on, y'all. Have you seen the pictures of people being lynched? This is America. Like whole crowds gathering for this experience of watching a Black person being lynched. This is what we were built on. We were built on foolishness and chaos and white supremacy and white privilege. So stop acting like this is new. Let's see, what else? So that's that. They're talking about whether to impeach Trump or not. And I honestly just feel like he's gotten away with so much at this point that is anything going to matter? I mean, he can literally do anything. He could have been in there shooting people and nothing would have happened because it's just the power of white privilege. But I don't want to spend too much time talking about that because, y'all, I have had my fair share of white privilege for the past week, and I'm sure all of us have, and it's exhausting. I've seen enough. I'm just not interested. Moving on. So Jazmine Sullivan put out her album Heaux Tales after, how many years has it been? Reality show, I think that was released in 2014 or 2015. But that was a really good album, and that was about, it's crazy how times have changed because that album was about how Black women need to be on reality TV basically to make it. And now the tables have just totally turned. And now it's all about Instagram and, gaining clout on there, showing yourself on there, becoming an Instagram model. So her album deals with, I guess, her story of being a hoe, basically, the French hoe. But yeah, just all of that. And I listened to it. I only listened to it maybe twice. There are a couple songs I listened to more times. Honestly, I did like her last album better than this one. But I enjoyed the interludes on this album a lot. I thought they were short, but they were really interesting and really true and honest expressions of Black womanhood and sexuality. So I appreciated that. I really liked Ari Lennox's tale. But one thing I will say is I feel like sex is just so overdone as a form of expression and liberation. Why does it have to be through sex? And this isn't to condemn Jazmine or anything, because obviously there are many women who talk about it. Meg Thee Stallion, of course, Cardi B. There are just a ton of women whose art is basically their body and their sexuality. And I don't really talk about this much on my channel, but I'm a very sex positive person, and I feel like people should be able to express that, however they want, and whatever consenting adults want to do, however it's done, that is their business. That's on them. But I do get tired of everything being pee popping and let me sit on it. Everything is about that, and the rationale or the story behind it is that women have not been able to freely express themselves around sex. And yes, that's true to an extent, but actually it's funny because my boyfriend and I were listening to, so we were watching The History of Swear Words on Netflix, which is it's a cute series. I suggest watching that. It just talks about the history of swear words, B word, D word, what else? S word, and F word. I think there was one more. Oh, the other D word, the two D words. So that was an interesting series, and they played this clip from this jazz singer back in the 20s. I can't remember her name, but it was nasty. She was like, if you suck my P, I'll suck your D. And I mean, we were dying laughing at just how nasty it was, because you don't think about people being that free and expressive in the 20s. You think of oppression for women, but I guess it wasn't the case for everybody. So it was really nasty. And I just feel like, do people not like listen to music over time, or are you just creating music in a vacuum and you're holding on to the stereotype that women are not able to express their sexuality? But when we look at hip hop and we look at R&B, hey, Miss Queen Ja, and hey everybody that joined. Sorry, I didn't say hey you guys, but hi everybody. But you look over the course, at least go back 20 years, which is, dang, wow, 20 years is 2001. So this is after My Neck, My Back. This is after Adina Howard. This is after whoever else was nasty. There were some nasty shits. I'm trying to think. I can't think, but that doesn't mean that there weren't nasty people. But the point I'm trying to make is women's sexuality has been on display for a good minute now. We know that women like sex. We know that women can be freaks, can be nasty. Why do we keep having to approach it as if it's novel? Because it's not novel anymore. I feel like it's an excuse. It's an excuse for a lot of women. And in Jazmine's defense, I will say that none of her albums have ever been, hi everybody, hi Stephen, hi Mary. Not all of her albums have been so explicit when it comes to sex. She actually has talked about a variety of things when it comes to just relationships. And, like her last album was a lot about self-image and aspirations and trying to get somewhere in a materialistic society. So she definitely tells stories. Her stuff is not just like pure smut or anything. But frankly, I'm just tired of hearing about butts. I'm tired of hearing about the pee. I'm just tired of hearing it. When I listen to music, I want to enjoy it. I want to be inspired. I don't want to have to censor everything that I listen to. Like, I don't want to wake up first thing in the morning and hear pee popping. It's just not what I want to hear. And there are so many women that do it, like Victoria Monet. She's and I love her. She is a beautiful singer, R&B singer, and she writes for Ariana Grande. She's been doing that for a minute. Like, amazing vocals, amazing production, but the lyrics are like come hit that. Nobody hits it like you hit it. Come on. I'm so tired of it. And people can judge me all you want, but I'm not the person. I'm not the person to point at and say you're trying to sexually oppress anybody, because I don't believe in sexual oppression. I believe in freedom of expression. And yeah, Nelly, I like clean music. And it's not to say that I don't want to hear adult themes. I appreciate an adult theme, but I don't want to hear just plain smut. I don't want to hear let me sit on it and let me spit on it. in the morning. Like if I'm trying to clean up, that's just not the vibe that I'm interested in. But anyway, I appreciate that Jazmine is back, and her Tiny Desk was amazing. I mean, she's just an amazing singer, and she's incomparable. So I mean, I can't take that away from her. But I do wish that women would, especially Black women, explore other facets of our womanhood besides the V. And kind of along, kind of along those lines, what's her name? Chloe from Chloe and Halle. So she tried to break the internet this weekend, posting a thirst trappish picture on, she posted it on her story on their Chloe and Halle Instagram, and then the Shade Room reposted it. And the Shade Room, like, they jump on stuff. You post something and 5 seconds later, it's already on there for people's dissection. But she posted this picture of herself in this bodysuit, and it's like a white bodysuit, and she has like this mesh over it. And first, let me say, I absolutely love the way Chloe and Halle dress. I recently did a video on them celebrating their locks. Excuse me. So I mean, there's no shade. I love those girls. I think they're amazing. But this picture, it was grown. It was a lot. And she has a gorgeous shape. She has a body that people pay for, and hers is natural. So I don't want to take that away from her, but it's just like, why is this the gateway? Why is showing your behind how you show everybody that you've arrived? I've arrived, so let me show my ass. I just don't understand. And then the thing to me that makes it thirsty is the fact that so on their Chloe and Halle Instagram page, there's a picture of Chloe and Halle together, and Halle's wearing pants over this white bodysuit. And then in the story, the pants are off, and the bodysuit is like all up the crotch and everything. You can see a lot. You can see all the details of her esthetician's work, basically, through this bodysuit. And so that made me say, okay, this is like, you took your pants off to take this picture. I don't know, y'all. I don't understand it. I'm not Miss Prude, but I don't understand why growing up and why expressing yourself and why being yourself means showing your behind. I don't really get the correlation. To me, it doesn't really seem honest. It's kind of like you show your behind because you know that's what sells. You know that's what people like. The Shade Room will automatically jump on that. So, I mean, you just take a selfie, they're not necessarily going to just jump on that, but you take your pants off. Yeah, everybody wants to see that. So how liberated can anybody possibly be if we have to constantly play into what's going to sell? So I'm not knocking her for that. Hey, she's grown. There wasn't no wind on my behind when she took her pants off. So it really is not, my business necessarily, but it's just something that I always think about when it comes to women and our liberation, our sexuality, and how we're perceived and everything. I feel like there's more to us than that. There's more to anybody than their butt and their body and their shape. And in this world we live in, it's just all about body, body, body. I'm like, my gosh, everybody has a body, everybody has a butt, and you sit on it and you poop out of it, and people are literally going on the table and risking their lives for it, which is a whole other thing. But anyway, I'll just end my rant there. It's exhausting to me. On another note, Kamala Harris was on the cover of Vogue. They just released the cover, and I don't know what they were thinking with that, but this is the most bootleg, ratchet looking cover I have ever seen. It's like do y'all realize this is the first female vice president of the United States? And y'all got her looking like somebody had said, this looks like a test shot. Let me see, where's my phone? If you haven't seen it, I mean, you can pull it up, but let me see if I can pull it up really quick. Excuse me. Where is it? Okay. So yeah, this cover just does not do her justice. To me, it's disrespectful. And come to find out, they had taken another picture, like a more stately picture of Kamala, and then the team, the Vogue folks, at the last minute decided to switch it. You can't really see the details. So she has on some Chucks and this like suit, and her face is like, it just does not look vice presidential at all, and it looks like a test shot. And I don't know why they would do that to this woman. I really just don't understand. And now this is what it was supposed to be, which is a lot more presidential and just a lot more respectful and cognizant of the fact that she's, you know, the highest ranking woman, you know, in public service in the country. Like, I just don't understand. So yeah, that was just disrespectful. I don't really know what they're trying to say with this, but I'd be pissed. And Vogue is a major fashion magazine. Vogue is the fashion magazine that people want to be in, and this is how you do her? I just don't understand, y'all. And it's by the same, so it was the same guy, Tyler, I can't remember his last name, and I'm trying to see if it's on here. Tyler Mitchell, who shot Beyonce a few years ago. So this is a big deal. You know, this is a big deal. And they totally did her dirty. So that was just super whack. Excuse me. But yeah, that's pretty much it. She doesn't even have the picture on her Instagram, which says a lot. Because I mean, if I were on the cover of Vogue, I would definitely put it on the gram. But that picture was just plain flat out disrespectful. The fact that they didn't consult Kamala and her team before making this last minute change to a garbage photo, they played her. Yeah, they absolutely played her, Miss Queen Jaw. So it just, like, Black women, why? I just don't understand. We are some of the hardest working women, the most caring women, most loving women. We have dealt with so much BS over centuries, and you know, this is what we get. But it's fine, because the thing that I've realized is we cannot expect for others to see us the way we see ourselves. So much of the time they see us and they're threatened. So you got to reduce this woman. You got to cut her down by posting her on a national cover, international cover, in some doggone Chucks with a crazy expression like she doesn't know what's going on. That's how you make yourself feel better, because secretly you don't like the fact that this is a woman of color, you know, who became the first president. So get out of here. Nellie D, like Malcolm X said, the most disrespectful person is a Black woman. Yep, absolutely. Ezzy Fontel, I would have bought this in print just because she was on it, but that's messed up. Yeah, it's messed up. And I guess it's gonna be like, people will find any reason not to put Black people on the cover. And I feel like if Black women decide not to buy this cover because we feel like she was disrespected, then they say, oh, well, Black people don't sell on the cover. So it just goes around and around. I mean, that's why we just got to celebrate ourselves, celebrate our own, because people just try as they might, they just cannot get it right. They just can't get it right. And it's really annoying. And why do you not, here's how I feel, like, don't highlight me as a Black person if you don't have any Black people on your team, okay? Because this white lens that you're looking at me through and looking at people who look like me through, you just can't see what you need to see. You can't see clearly because your vision is clouded by your biases and your racism and your discrimination, all that kind of stuff. So please just leave me out of it, okay? Leave me out of it. Anywho, that's it for like the social type of stuff. with me, what's going on in my life? It officially makes a month since my last day of work, which was December 11th, and I have been off work. I will be going back to work because I decided to take a leave of absence, like I mentioned in a video a couple weeks ago. So it's been pretty good. Honestly, there are some times where it's been really boring, and I had a lot of ideas and a lot of plans going into this break. And I think with the pandemic and the fact that I'm really like hunkering down a lot and staying inside, there's just not much to do. So I don't want to say that I miss being on Zoom calls all day, but it was nice just having things that broke up the day, having a certain schedule in my day, and just having different challenges to work on. And I know that I can create those challenges for myself, but honestly, if I'm being honest, a part of me is resentful that this pandemic is ongoing and that so many people are not taking it seriously, and that that is still out there. Now there's a mutation and everything, and it's dangerous, and the things that I love are yeah, work is definitely a time marker. Uh, yeah, it's just the things that I love are not available to me at the moment, and I'm doing the best that I can with what I have. I'm grateful for what I have, but man, I would just love to be up at somebody's show right now. I would love to be on a plane going somewhere. And I'm holding out hope that that's going to happen soon. Probably not this year. I don't feel like it's going to happen this year, but I mean, something's got to give because this is just a lot. It's a lot. Um, but anyway, besides that, I've been pretty good. I I have actually been vegan now for over a year, which is crazy. It's exciting. Now, I'll caveat that by saying, I guess I'm pescatarian vegan, because I will allow myself to eat what do you call it, salmon. Yeah, hold on one second. If Jazmine was touring, yes, I mean, I would definitely be there in a heartbeat. Hello, Nina. Stay the course and be great. Any year can be the year. Absolutely. Thank you for that. Yes, any year can be the year. It's all about perspective. It's all about your mindset. Um, but I have been vegan. I went vegan on January 4th, 2020. So, but I was saying I occasionally have allowed myself to eat salmon. Um, but yeah, besides that, like if I don't eat salmon, which is like maybe every 2 weeks, sometimes once a week, it just depends on how much I go to the grocery store. But let's just say like every 2 weeks I'll have some fish. But besides that, I'm totally plant-based. And yeah, it's been over a year and I'm very happy with it. I've never been a huge meat eater anyway. I never liked steak. It's never huge on red meat. I did like burgers and pizza, like the basic American junk food. That was what I loved. Um, but it's been really good. I don't feel like anything is missing, honestly. And I've actually gained weight like since the quarantine and everything. And that's because I was eating a lot of stuff, like a lot of vegan stuff. Like, yes, I'm plant-based and everything. And sometimes you think, okay, well, somebody's vegan, they automatically lose weight. And in the beginning, like in the beginning of last year, I did lose weight. But then after the quarantine set in, I started ordering a lot of Uber Eats because, hey, everybody that just joined, I started eating a lot of Uber Eats, and I got in a new relationship and everything. And when you get new relationships, you tend to eat a lot. If life were normal, we would have been at restaurants all the time, and you do usually end up gaining weight from that. So yeah, I've definitely gained weight even as a vegan, but I have enjoyed it. It has been, I just feel cleaner a lot of the times, and I appreciate the fact that I don't have to floss all the time, because I felt like when I ate chicken. I was constant. Actually, well, that sounds kind of nasty. I'm not going to say that I don't floss, because I do floss every day. But what I'm saying is I constantly felt like stuff was in my teeth when I ate meat. And now I don't have that feeling. So yeah, that's been pretty good. And I really look forward to cooking more and showing you guys more of my vegan food. Right now, I don't make a lot of a variety of things. I tend to be very, what's the word? I like routines, and I like to do the same things over and over again because I like to eat the same things. I like to do the same things. I like to have structure. I like to have routine. And the thing is, because my mind is like a super highway full of just ideas and thoughts and goals and frustrations and anxieties and everything just bungled together, zooming around. And so it really helps me to have things in order in my life. It just gives me a sense of stability and comfort. So I end up doing a lot of the same stuff. But I do want to start mixing up what I'm eating, trying some new recipes. I got a cookbook last month. It's actually right here. I can show you real quick. But I got this cookbook, Mandy's Gourmet Salads, because I love it like a chunky salad. Like, I don't want to eat just like Caesar salad. I like something that has a lot of texture, a lot of parts, and something that's really hearty, like something like this. Here, what is this? This is a Waldorf salad. Walnuts, apples, what else? Cranberries. I mean, I would put tofu in here. I just like to, yeah, chunky salads are really good. So I want to show you guys more of that type of stuff. Just more of my life in general. I would like to vlog a little bit more, even though ain't nowhere to go. I'm going to just have to make up some stuff. But I do want to show you guys more content. But that's pretty much it, though. I just wanted to just pop on and talk about a little bit of pop culture, talk about, you know, my life and what's going on with me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So hope you guys have an amazing night. Thank all of you who joined. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your comments. And I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.